So today, it's a pretty big day, not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I'm whipping the mom-mobile because, well, my mother stole my keys and I couldn't take any of my cars, which is funny because I had multiple options, but she took the wrong key ring. It's cool, whatever. We are headed to pick up the engine hoist to pull the motor on the S13. I'm gonna be honest, I've pulled a couple engines, right? Between my V6, couple 606s, just various engines. They've all been at junkyards, okay? Aside from the BMW, I have not legitimately tried to pull an engine without damaging a vehicle, right? Because at a junkyard, you just cut the front end off and pull the motor out, sawzall everything, grinder, you're good to go, you're ripping. This, well, we gotta actually put something back into it, you know what I mean? Without any further ado, let's yank some skin, baby. So the first issue here, I'm working in the grass, right? Which, fair enough, like, we're not living here forever, don't want to get the concrete all nasty and greasy, whatever. I understand that, okay? If you can't tell, it's a little soggy out. It is soggy. So I put the wood down to help distribute the load. I should have got like thicker plywood or something, because that's just like particle board. My bad, I get it, okay? The jack stands collapsed. Yeah. I couldn't undo the actual mount, so I just unbolted it from the block. It shouldn't really matter. I can do that later, but we gotta get the hoist set up, and I'm kind of over this. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Don't take this out of context. I love me some good sog. I love me some good moisture, but the grass tickling my pits and my balls, like, I'm not feeling it right now, dog. I've never pulled a KA before, so I don't really know the science of where we're supposed to like bolt the hoist to. So with that being said, I'd like to thank the generous contribution of the alternator bracket. You did a good job while you functioned. Look, I even stole the alternator for my other 240. So like, you lived a good, long, greasy, grimy life, and it's your time. Okay, so this could be 1, absolutely genius, or B, grade A, special ed. Because the hoist is on the grass, I cannot yank it, okay? So I'm gonna use a tow strap and hook it to the truck. We're gonna see what happens. Just gonna show you the setup real quick. We've got a little safety feature here. And, you know, this is a little unconventional, okay? Sure, you're usually not supposed to pull engines out sideways, but I've done a lot of research, okay? And this is actually what Elon Musk does to those, the things, the electric things. The way trannies are always, like, getting in my face and bothering me, I typically don't really associate with them, so I just left the fluid in there. So because the hoist is absolutely maxed out, I'm actually just gonna push the car back and probably take a big chunk out of the front core support here. So let's give her a little rip. Oh, there's still wires on there? Oh shoot. Kitchow. So the reason it looks so crusty is because there's awful paint prep done to the red. So we're gonna do like a little mini shave. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it as a roller or if I'm gonna swap the motor from the gold car in here. Now I was thinking about this. It was a big debacle in my mind. Now, not to be sexist or anything, but rather than chasing clout through men in relationships, you should just find somebody who can do some good body work, because, you know, they'll take care of all your needs, and they all have the same needs, let's be honest. So as far as progress goes on the body work, this quarter was pretty pushed in, so I used the fiberglass filler, and then all this yellow is a very light skim coat. I'm giving the gas cap the Victory Special. The roof had some granny dents, similarly to on a Lamborghini Murcielago, because, you know, I'm well versed in those. When people get out of the car, they put their elbow right here on the roof, and so there are dents identical on both sides. The front fenders are pretty pooched, but I'm working on that at the moment. I started this side yesterday, so we've got one coat. This had like a little wall tap damage, but as you see in this clip, should I snap or, yeah, I used this piece of 2x2, and I went through this little pocket with this 2x2, knocked it out, and then I went a light skim coat of the fiberglass filler on top of that. So honestly, she's coming together. The inside is all right. I'm probably gonna flock the dash. I made a center console plate, and only thing it's missing interior wise is this back bottom seat and these panels right here for the sides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new floorboard for the trunk, and I'm gonna try and make something here and probably wrap it in like I'm gonna wrap it in some kind of upholstery material. I could also make a rear strut tower brace. So if you don't know, the motor from this there's two options with this car. Either A, sell it as a shell and a roller, or B, swap the Cokeys motor in here, which is a twin cam K24. So the plan with that car, it's getting a V6 turbo swap no matter what, okay? The engine's already here, already been working on it. ECU master stuff is on the way, right? So that car is not gonna have a motor. I could sell the motor or I could put it in here. So on that car, that's gonna be more of like a race. It's not gonna be a race car per se, but it's definitely gonna be more capable. And I always love how cages look. Like the BMW's cage, every time I ride in the BMW or I drive the BMW, I just get this weird sensation in my body, mostly in the lower parts, where I just like, it's an experience, okay? And so for the S14, I don't necessarily want a full cage, but I like a half cage, and I want to make it very, very sick. So it's not just going to be a regular old cage. It's going to have the main hoop, X bars everywhere, and I want it to be more of a showpiece than an actual function thing. Obviously, it's going to have function, but I don't plan on rolling that car anytime soon, so hopefully I don't need it.